Good morning. Dr. Wickham Simonds here. This is Michelle Kennedy.
Good morning.
This is the Dr. Simonds Metabolics and Weight Loss Ask Me Anything Facebook Live event. Today we're doing a special keto snacks show.
Yes.
As always, we are open today in both locations. And we've got your favorite snacks today. And look, we're giving away a gift card.
It's a big one this time, $50 to Target. Normally our gift cards are $25 a show. So if you're watching this live, please do two things to be eligible for that gift card, which we will call by the end of the show today. And that's like this video and comment #SimonsAMA. We'll also be answering any live questions that you have, or if you just want to comment about your favorite keto snack, we'd love to hear about it. And apologies for a little bit of delay. Our producer was working diligently to get this spread set up right before we went on air. And we have everything from fresh to packaged, all right? So we're going to go through all of it and talk to you about it because we get these questions a lot from people.
Yeah.
What can I eat, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And so we have sweet, we have savory, like I said, we have perishable, non-perishable. So we're going to try to cover the gamut. And I guess the first question is snacking okay?
I guess it depends on who you talk to.
I would say
if you're going to eat so much at your snack that it's a meal, then just use it as a meal.
Yeah.
We have shocking news. America eats too damn much.
Too often and too much.
Yes. So the idea is, I think a lot of times your snack should be your meal.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so we kind of confuse it. Oh, well, 3 meals a day plus snacks, and you look, and we're just eating more than we need to eat in many cases. So I think, for me, and maybe for you, there's a lot of times I'm at work and stuff, and I'm not thinking a whole lot about food. I may be just a little bit hungry, and maybe just a snack's all I need for the next 3 or 4 hours, and so what you really have is kind of a low carb product that is calorie controlled. And this is great when you're trying to lose and manage your weight, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and it's fast and easy, and it kind of fits into your busy schedule. So, that's kind of the way that I view snacks. If you don't eat much in the way of meals, if you're calling like your one boiled egg and cup of coffee a meal, I can see where you might want to snack, for example.
I'd be hungry if that was a meal.
Yeah, right, yeah. So, so in that scenario, why then? A snack, say mid-morning before, halfway between your breakfast and lunch would become entirely appropriate, right?
Yeah, and we do talk in the office a lot about eat when you're hungry, stop when you're full.
Yeah.
So if you truly are hungry, these are wonderful ideas. Or if you want to make this into a meal, or like our charcuterie we're going to talk about, that could be something that you bring to a party or you serve when people come over. So these are things that you could have out for others.
Right.
So that you feel comfortable, you have something you could eat, and you're sharing some of your cool snacks with friends and family. So we can start on this side, I guess. We're going to go with the perishable. I feel like it's only right to start with bacon.
Yeah, right. So, I always say for years people blame the bacon for their lipid problems or whatever it was, and medically. But they were eating biscuits and toast and drinking orange juice, and putting sugar in their coffee and all these other things. And when you took those things away and had people eat just bacon, what happened? All those things got better.
The bacon was okay. The bacon wasn't the problem.
That's
it kind of got lumped into a category of unhealthy foods, but in reality, bacon is animal protein and animal fat.
Yeah.
And you can get turkey bacon, right? If you don't want to do pork bacon. It's a really nice addition to, I think, a lot of things. Like breakfast is what people think about, but you can chop bacon and have it with Brussels sprouts, right? That's a really delicious side dish. And if you don't want to take the time to make the bacon or it's messy, get something like this. It's fully cooked. It's ready to go. And this is pretty easy to find in the grocery store. So.
Yeah, that's right. So you could take the boiled eggs, for example, with some of that. You buy the boiled eggs already peeled. Yeah. You see, the work's done for you.
Yeah.
And then you have a few slices of bacon with it. And people say, well, I'm busy. And that doesn't take much work.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So now look, there are sweet varieties of these things, that have maple syrup on them and stuff. Stay away from the stuff that's sweetened with sugar. But I think most of you kind of know that. It's kind of the point of a ketogenic diet is to get away from that stuff.
Yeah.
So, That's a fast option right there.
Yeah, this is a great one.
And it goes with a lot of things.
Yeah, and this kind of fits into the category of prepared meats. Deli meats are something that we do recommend. I mean, I don't tell people eat deli meat 3 meals a day or eat bacon 3 meals a day all day, right? But they are definitely a great, quick, convenient, high protein, easy, generally affordable option. So as far as our charcuterie goes, our producer did a wonderful job chopping up some cheese, right, which you can find, of course, in the deli section, and then making this beautiful rose. Can we see this? Can we see this? So this is super easy. This is salami. You can do it with pepperoni or any other kind of small cured meat, but all you need is a wine glass, right? And you layer one down, and then you put the next one down, and you just fold it over, fold it over, fold it over. And then when you turn it upside down and take it out, it looks like a rose.
It looks more like a sombrero to me, but anyway, I'll go with rose.
I go with rose. I guess it could be. It's a rose sombrero. But that is a really nice option when you're entertaining. If you just need a personal charcuterie and you don't want to take the time to cut stuff up, grocery stores and even convenience stores, gas stations carry these tiny charcuterie. This is olives, cheese, and pepperoni. Now these are similar to like the P3 protein packs. Sargento is a brand that has one. Just beware, ones like Sargento will also have dried fruit in them, like cranberries. So the carbohydrate and the sugar are going to be higher in those versus something like this, which is all 100% keto friendly ingredients and components. But
these things are readily available now.
They are. They're pretty much everywhere.
10 years ago, you couldn't get this stuff anywhere. So it's become a lot easier when you're traveling. In airports, I see that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, everybody's saying, I was traveling. I'm like, you can find this stuff. It's right there.
I've seen boiled eggs. In like the little area where they have like the yogurts and the like fruit cups. You can find these things almost anywhere, or you can buy them ahead of time and bring them with you, right? It's good to be prepared. Right? When we plan, when we fail to plan, usually that's a recipe for making mistakes. So planning is key, absolutely.
Okay, so thanks for joining again, everybody. This is the Dr. Simonds Metabolics and Weight Loss. Ask Me Anything Facebook Live. We're talking keto snacks today. We're giving away a Target $50 gift card.
Yes.
You have to like the video and in the comments section, #SimonsAMA. That's how you get registered. And
I think we have a couple.
The odds of winning are pretty good. I mean, we don't get like 1,000 entries each time. So, it's a lot better than playing the pick 3 or the pick 5, for example. Right. So,
Indeed. I think we have a few entries. We're going to let you know at the end of the show. But remember, if you are watching, enter. We're happy to share this with you as well as all this knowledge. And this video is recorded. So if you're not able to watch live or if you have to go, you just have to watch it later. It'll be on the website.
Okay. So what about berries? We get asked about fruit a lot. I mean, what do we say when people ask about fruit?
So we definitely say stick with berries, right? Stick with berries. So blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, strawberries.
Cranberries.
Cranberry, not the dried kind, right? Not the can of goo gel that.
And fructose and high fructose corn syrup.
Yeah.
And so no. Right.
But fresh, yes. Fresh berries, frozen berries, right? I think from an affordability and convenience standpoint, I definitely prefer frozen berries. They're not going to go bad. They are more cost friendly for sure. But blueberries in particular, I think if people say, well, which one? If I were to do one, I say blueberries are packed with antioxidants. And this blue purpley color is not something a lot of us are getting in our diet. So I really like the idea of blueberries. And when you're on keto, you just can't eat a ton of berries, right? You can have, if you're having, let's say, Greek yogurt, for instance, you can plop a small handful of blueberries in there and mix it in, and that would be totally fine. But we're not just snacking on blueberries endlessly throughout the day.
Right.
Yeah. And what goes with berries really well? Nuts.
Yeah.
Right? So these are some flavored almonds. We have so much now with nuts. These individual packs, they come in all kinds of cool flavors. We actually sell some in the office. Do we have any? I'm not sure where they are. But we have some little flavor packs of nuts in the office that are really, really good. They're easy. They're portioned. And I think with nuts, probably the biggest issue,
Yeah.
would you say?
Yeah, that's right. I always say a handful, not a canful. We
Yes.
sell these in the office.
These
They're
are
pre-portioned, yeah. So, I mean, there's a problem. I mean, if you go to the, big warehouse stores, Sam's, Costco, BJ's, those sort of places, they just sell them in large sizes on purpose, right? But that doesn't mean you need to eat, sit there and watching the ball game and go through a big container of nuts, because all you've done is consume 10,000 calories worth of nuts.
Yes,
And,
very calorie
yeah.
dense, nutrient dense, but very calorie dense. So when it comes to nuts, I like that handful, not a canful. And even if you want to save some money and buy them in bulk, you got to portion them out. Get those little baggies, right? They have little reusable baggies. You could do the little tiny Ziploc baggies and just put the portion in there. So you just grab that instead of grab the whole can and eat out of that.
Okay.
So sweet,
Yes, sweet stuff.
Sweet
Ice
stuff.
cream. We got a couple times of ice cream here.
Yeah.
Keto ice cream. You can find this stuff now, and this is the Rebel brand. But there's multiple brands out there. This is just one that's commonly available.
Little sandwiches.
Yeah.
Also
So when I read the ingredients here, it says heavy cream, water, roasted pecans, butter, coconut oil, erythritol, vegetable glycerin, egg yolks, chicory root fiber. You get the picture here. They're not using sugar. They're using fiber and fat and protein to make the ice cream, and they're actually pretty good. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I mean, if you're an addict of regular ice cream, nothing's going to exactly taste like that. But it's a pretty decent substitute, I'd say.
Yeah.
You can don't buy this and do what I've done in the past. So, I used to work at an ice cream store in high school. To be honest with you, it's my favorite job I ever worked. It's the greatest thing ever. The owner left me with the store at night, and I'd close up, and I could eat all the ice cream I wanted. When I was 170 pounds, that was awesome, right? So, times have changed. I can't do all that stuff anymore. But sometimes in my mind, I've got that old 17, 18-year-old mindset, which is, well, I'm going to eat this pint of ice cream. I don't need a pint of ice cream, okay? So portion this stuff out.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't use the fact that it's keto as an excuse just to eat a ton.
Yeah, and I talk to patients a lot about sweet treats, because a lot of people say, well, it says it's keto. That means I could probably have it every day, right? And I say, well, that really depends. Unlikely. I don't have a lot of patients who are successfully losing weight doing things like ice cream sandwiches or butter pecan ice cream. Even though it's keto, they're doing it on a daily basis. Usually it's going to stall them out. Is that your experience?
Yeah, I think that whether you realize it or not, it's like a lot of these diet products that are sweetened with artificial sweeteners, if you will. They cultivate a taste for more, and you want more. Okay, and so when you do that, you subtly start consuming more, and you don't realize it. This is the kind of thing that stalls you out.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So
once in a while, as a treat, especially let's say your family is having something and you want something too, this is a great option for that, right? If it's like a party or a holiday and you really want to stay on your plan, have something like this. That way you're not left out, but maybe not every single day. On the sweet wagon, we also have sugar-free Jello. You can't go wrong with this stuff.
That's right. You
can
whip some heavy cream and put it on top of there. And that makes for a nice portion snack.
Pretty easy on the go. And you can make it yourself too. Oh, we have a lot of entries. We have Annette, Tabitha, Lucretia, McDonald, Susie, and Jim. Thank you so much, everyone. Tabata says, I'm excited to try some keto snacks. We hope so. Right, yeah, you got a lot of options here.
Yeah, that's right. So
I think that's all our sweet except for like bars.
Yeah.
So protein bars. We have a couple in the office that we carry. There are lots of brands out there. This is the One bar, and then this is the Power Crunch bar. These are both low carb and low sugar. Again, though, I'm going to say with the ice cream too, you may not be able to do these every day or multiple times a day. These may be more like a treat. But the nice thing about these that's very different than these is they do have a lot of protein in them. So if you are on the go and you need lunch and all you grabbed was one of these and like a string cheese and a couple slices of meat, that works.
Yeah.
That works.
Right.
This has 20 grams of protein in it.
Yeah.
And we want you to get
That's
30 a meal.
Yeah.
And our whole pantry has some really great stuff. In both offices, you can come in. You don't have to have an appointment. You don't even need to be a patient. If you just want to come in and take a look at some of the things that we decided to carry because we thought they were worth being, right? People like them. They're good. They can fit into a healthy, low carb or keto diet. Are there any other bars that you would say that we don't have here that you want? I mean, Quest is.
Yeah, no. I just think you got to be careful with the bars.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, you just got to be careful with them because they taste great.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, and you can end up eating too many of them, and so that's a problem. And a lot of them are based on the idea of a net carb, and some people I found just can't have to just calculate gross carbs.
Mm-hmm.
They're just the net carb doesn't work for them. So anyway.
Let's address real quick net carbs.
Yeah.
So, and what net carbs refers to is when you take total carbohydrate on a label and you subtract the dietary fiber as well as any sugar alcohols. Okay, sugar alcohols are the things that are not sugar but make the product taste sweet and have a texture that allows you to enjoy it. Right, sugar alcohols are found in all of the sweet products we just showed you because that's how they can be low sugar and still taste really good. People react differently to sugar alcohols. Some people do fine having little bits or even a lot. Most people, though, cannot have a lot. It can either cause digestive distress or that feeling of wanting more sweet. Yeah. They have a little, they want more. They have a little more, they want even more. But like Dr. Simon was saying, total carbs is when you just look at the total carbohydrate. And all of these products, the total carbohydrate is much higher than the net carbohydrate.
Oh, yeah, Roxanne likes the ice cream. She rocks the Rebel on a regular basis, she says.
Yeah, this is a popular brand. I think it came out a couple years ago, and it has really taken off. Taken off.
Yeah, I've consumed some. I'm not going to lie to you about it. And,
did you have that flavor?
I hadn't had the butter pecan.
Right.
I had to back off of it because I found myself eating the whole pint. It did taste good. Yeah, and, I have a problem with restraint, and so... which kind of led me into this business in the first place. I figure if I could figure some of that stuff out, I'll share it with others. So, yeah, that stuff tastes really good.
Yeah. So let's talk about a meal that we can make really easily. I think you saw in the email there was a picture of some chicken salad being eaten with some Quest chips by one of our employees. So the Quest chips, they come in different flavors. These are the tortilla style, and they are delicious, and they're
really good.
They're hearty enough to hold up to a dip. So whether it is guacamole, egg salad, in our case, chicken salad, we're going to talk about making. I think it can be a whole meal when you pair that, which is high protein, with something like chicken. Yeah.
By the way, just on a separate kind of deal, I like crunching these up in the bag and then putting them on top of like soup or a salad or something
for
a crunchy texture, right, to add the protein.
That's a great idea. So, I'm gonna have to tell people about that. Right, that's really smart. Do you have a favorite flavor to do that with?
I go through little phases, but if it's any sort of I like putting cheese on soup and salads, for example, and that kind of adds that cheese flavor.
Yeah. So the nacho cheese, we have loaded taco.
That's right. Yeah.
We have sweet. Or spicy sweet chili.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Chili lime. Yeah, yum. Can't go wrong. Question, are Quest chips something you can eat daily or be careful like the sweet keto snacks?
Yeah.
Really good question,
Jen. I think that if you got it down to a bag of those a day, you're fine.
Yeah. I really do find as well. It is much more so the sweet snacks that you have to be careful and use in moderation. Yep. And things like these or like cheese crisps. Yeah. You could do every day and we don't see an issue. Right, yeah. So if you were to need a very quick, easy keto meal, right? Buying either a can of chicken or a pack like this, okay? And mixing it up with some mayonnaise, maybe some hot sauce. If you like mustard, you could put that in. We're not going to put in sweet things like sweet relish, but if you like dill pickle, you could chop that up and put it in there.
A little bit of celery, a little bit of onion.
Onion, celery, chive. You could even sprinkle everything but the bagel seasoning in there. Right, I don't have it this time, but last show.
I like using half mayonnaise and cream cheese, softened cream cheese.
Oh, that sounds good.
You can over mayonnaise things.
That's true.
In the South, by the way, for those of you who don't know, that's called salad. I grew up eating salad, which it was greens just to find out that, oh no, salad means you dump a jar of mayonnaise on about that much stuff, and you call it salad, right? It's called mayonnaise salad, really. It mashed under the idea of chicken salad, egg salad, ham salad, and in the South, this is very popular, right? Yeah. So you don't have to do that. Right. If you're the kind of person who doesn't like that much mayonnaise, great.
Yeah.
Take a little bit of cream cheese.
It's a really good
have an
idea.
extra cream cheese and mayonnaise. That'll thicken it up, so you don't have the traditional Southern salad.
Yeah.
That I'm talking about.
And I've actually used plain Greek yogurt as a replacement for sour cream and in things like this, egg salad, chicken salad, tuna salad, salmon salad.
Then you throw that bagel seasoning in there you're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Home run, man.
Yum, yum. So make this up, put it in a bowl, get your Quest chips, and dip it out, and that is going to get you a high protein, low carb, super filling meal that guaranteed you're not going to be hungry within 3 to 4 hours from
That's exactly right. Heidi's asking about alcohol. Any better than the others? Let's see.
Wine versus liquor, beer, etc.
So, there's kind of 2 issues there. There's 3 issues. One's a caloric issue, one's a sugar issue, and one is, hey, your body has to process the alcohol before it processes food. It thinks it's a poison, so it puts your whole fat-burning stuff on hold while it deals with the alcohol. So the non-sweet wines, like let's just say you're talking about Chardonnay and Cabernet, for example. There's a red, there's a white. Those aren't sweet wines, and they have about 1 gram of carb per ounce. So if you're going to drink 20 ounces a day, you're going to get 20 grams of carbs, and you're going to get that much alcohol too, right? So I wouldn't recommend that. I always say, about 8 ounces a day you can tolerate fine. I wouldn't go higher than that on the liquor. You don't want the flavored liquors. You want to drink it straight, or with a diet, or with soda water, or with a diet drink. And again, you don't need a ton. 1 or 2 smaller drinks, not the big. Not that any of you are doing that. But
of course,
that's right. Yeah. You just need to be careful about the consumption, right? It can add up quick, and it can slow and stop your weight loss. As long as you're losing weight and you're having a small amount on a daily basis, I think this is consistent with the normal human experience, and it's fine to keep doing it.
Yeah, and with beer, you want to stick with the lower carb beers, right? The really, really heavy, high carb stuff.
And even there's a lot of hard seltzers now.
Yes.
Yeah, the hard seltzers are just seltzer water and alcohol, and they have most of them 0 carb, just like 1 carb.
Yeah,
so that works. Popular. Yeah.
Watch out for the ones that are like lemonade, margarita. Right, they do have added sugar in them, but the basic ones are really, really good. Susie, crunch keto chips to put in your taco salad. Ooh, that's a great idea too.
That's right. Yeah, you crunch
taco salad is delicious, and a little crunch with the tortilla, like a loaded taco.
You got it. It's a great idea.
Good idea. Good idea. I think we covered the alcohol pretty much.
Yeah, we covered the alcohol. And so the salty type stuff. We haven't really covered that.
Let's talk
we got
about
some
salty
stuff up here, and
you want to start in the front, move to the back?
Yeah, sure.
Talked about nuts, olives. These are really cool because they're already little, our little containers, and any kind of olive is fine. These are black, but if you prefer green or with pimento or whatever, or blue cheese stuffed olives, those are all absolutely fine.
We got various kinds of
got some
cheeses up here.
Yeah, wraps. Yeah. Oh, so with your chicken salad, if you really didn't want to eat it with chips, something like a cheese wrap.
Yeah, that's right.
There's also a brand called Folio. All right, this is very similar.
Take your chicken salad.
Literally 100% cheese, and it's extra protein. There's some more cheese here. Laughing Cow. Those are really nice. Yep, little
individually
wedges.
Wrapped. Yeah.
And then
portioned out. Cheese sticks.
Cheese sticks.
And then cheese sticks. Where I see these a lot in gas stations. Cheese
those are
wrapped
really,
in
really good.
Salami or pepperoni. Good snack there. Yeah. You look, these Parm Crisps, they come in several brand names now, but these are fantastic.
Very crunchy. Cheese. Also good in a salad. I've had people use those instead of croutons.
Salads and soups. Works. And then pork rinds. Now, pork rinds used to be pretty plain. Get kind of hot. Pork rinds are kind of gourmet now. This is a fine herbs and vinaigrette pork rind, and I'm kind of a consumer of these sort of things. And then one of my favorites, I'm a sucker for marketing. I got a lot of warm heart feelings about Slim Jims. I mean, Slim Jims got to be good. Look, I'll buy this just on the name. Hog Wild barbecue. Anything that says Hog Wild, I'm all about Hog Wild. Yeah. So this sort of thing is awesome, and these are available in a lot of different places. And boy, that'll satisfy you. kind of crunchy salt thing real
Yeah.
quick and fill you up.
Yes, but not the whole bag,
Yeah.
right? As with everything else, it comes in a large package, but same with the crisps here. We're going to eat a small amount, right? Just enough to satisfy that crunch and that need. And part of a meal maybe, right? That could be a side to like your chicken salad or tuna salad or deli meat roll up, something that you would normally want to have like chips on the side. Those pork rinds can be great. And then when it comes to meat, oh, tender strips. I thought it was jerky because it's jacklings, but they're actually these tender strips. So jerky is an option, but these may be better for people who don't like how tough jerky can be. Yeah. These are kind of cool. I've not seen those before, actually. Mm-hmm. And with snacks like these, we get questions about like sodium, right? Is the salt too high? Do we need to be careful? When you're on a ketogenic diet, you do actually need more salt. We've talked about this on shows before. The trick is, making sure that, especially if you're not on a ketogenic diet, you're not eating a ton of super salty processed food, because you may start to get a little bit of swelling from it. But when you're on a ketogenic diet, we are not going to tell you to worry about the sodium in these products. Because you need it, right? What do we got hiding in here? We got some
nut butter, Mary.
Oh yeah, almond butter, rosemary, and maca.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, there's
that
a lot
is
of those
super
sort of gourmet
bougie and fancy.
Nut butters out there.
Yes, with nut butters.
Have sugar in them. Added sugar.
Especially peanut butter. People ask all the time, is peanut butter okay? I say not when the second ingredient is sugar. So make sure that the ingredients are pretty much just nuts. Okay. Do you guys recommend drinking electrolytes?
Yeah, electrolytes. Yeah, as long as they don't have added sugar, I don't mind.
Yeah. I think it's totally fine. Like Propel, Pyrorate Zero, stuff like that. Thank you, Tabata, for that question. Also on sodium.
Yeah, sunflower seeds.
Sunflower seeds.
Yeah.
These can be a really great option when you are struggling to not have something going on with your mouth, but you're not trying to consume a lot of calories. You can snack on these. Oh, we got another question from McDonald. Any suggestions on popcorn?
Yeah, no popcorn.
I know.
It's corn.
Yeah, I don't have any idea if there's like a super low carb popcorn, because corn is so high in sugar and carb, unfortunately.
Corn is carbohydrate.
Yeah. Although I have had that question many, many times before, and I usually brainstorm with the patient, if something like the Quest chips or something like these cheese crisps would be an option to replace the feeling of popcorn. But keep in mind, popcorn is low calorie and it's marketed like a diet food, but it is pure carbohydrate and has zero nutritional value whatsoever. At least with these, you're getting protein, right? So that's another thing to think about. If I'm going to choose something, is it serving me in any way other than just tasting good? And pretty much everything we have here, the answer is yes.
Yeah. Corn has a legitimate use, I've always said. I mean, you can ferment corn and make bourbon and whiskey and stuff with it. That's fine. They also, dilute the gasoline with it, which I don't like because it tears up your car. Anyway, I think it's something we consume as, the corn products are not good for us. Yeah. That's the bottom line.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. I think we left out two things. We have a gigantic summer sausage, which.
Yeah, I would look to see on those. I always look to see how much sugar they add. So read the label.
Yes.
And I've asked. I can't find the winter sausage. I don't know what makes it a summer sausage, but but there are brands that don't have a bunch of sugar in there, and that'd be fine. That slice that stuff up and eat it with cheese, and you're good.
Yeah, this has less than 1 gram of carbohydrate, 0 grams of sugar, and 10 grams of protein, and there are 10 servings in this gigantic thing.
Yeah, and now look, we got a Market Pantry here. We have protein products here, so some of the stuff you see is here, and there's more that you hadn't seen this year, and you can always, anytime we're open, come by and get those things. All right.
Oh, we missed one more thing.
Yes. So the idea of the net carb.
Yeah. So this, I get questions all the time about this. These low carb wraps. For some people, they're fine. For other people, they don't do well with them. So I would say if you're losing weight and you're including these every once in a while, not a problem. If you're including them and you're not losing weight, cut them out. Yeah,
that's a great rule.
Yeah. But when there's something that's available,
you can always substitute that.
Yeah. Do that instead versus something flour-based that says it's low carb. think if there's any other things that,
I think we've kind of
covered a lot.
that. Woo! Today's winner, Roxanne, you're the winner.
$50 to Target.
Yeah. Our producer will reach out to you to arrange the delivery of your cards. And we want to thank everyone for joining today.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
You can find us on the Casual Keto Doctor, particularly our Instagram site there. Has a bunch of these sort of recipes that you will really like. And it's a very popular destination for those people looking for keto recipes.
Yes. And give us a call. You know, if you haven't been in for a while, but you joined the show because of the snacks, the $50 gift card, give us a call. All right, we're happy to see you. There's no restart fee, right? If it's been a little while. Actually, we've had a ton of people restarting recently.
I know.
Yeah.
Yep. Restart City.
Yeah. So, which is great. Right now's the time. There's no better time than the present.
Give us a call. Get on the schedule. Let's get it going again.
Yes.
All right. So thanks for watching.
Snacks are okay. Moderation. Especially when you're hungry.
We'll see you again in 2 weeks. Well, no, wait a minute. 2 weeks is Memorial Day, Monday.
It is.
We'll see you in 4 weeks.
See you in a month.
4 weeks it is.
Take care,
Be good, everybody. We'll see you.